And away we go. Yeah, my voice is doing great already. This should be fun. Welcome in to the aftermath. Jeez. Brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken right here on BearcatJournal.com. Go see our good friends at Galactic Fried Chicken. They're located in Dayton, Kentucky, right down the street from Newport on the Levee. So it's not that far into God's country here in northern Kentucky. You just come across the river, straight down to Galactic Fried Chicken. They're the best fried chicken in the city. Great chicken tenders. Love the chicken dunkers. Great fries, coleslaw, fried pickles, and of course, the Galactic sauce is out of this world. So go see our friends at Galactic Fried Chicken. Tell them Aaron sent you. Aaron's not here tonight. Aaron is doing family stuff. So Keegan is here. And it's not good, guys. It's not good. 84-65, Cincinnati falls in Atlanta to Georgia. Cincinnati led 33-22. It was 7 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. Over the next 27 minutes and 33 seconds, Georgia outscored Cincinnati 62-32. It was a bloodbath, and that is putting it mildly. I don't even have the right background up there. We'll do that. Keegan, I'm almost at a loss for what to say about what we're watching right now out of this program. It is bad.
I think it was the amount of just completely boneheaded lack of plan, lack of discipline, lack of interest in getting a quality shot on offense that was the most striking thing to me. Because a lot of it has been like the offensive scheme isn't great. Like they just can't figure out what to do. The ball's sticking. They're taking too many threes. But then like Sincere Harris has to know the scout on him is that he doesn't shoot. Because he can't. And that's not what he's here to do anyway. He's here to defend. But like everyone knows he's just going to drive if he gets the ball and he wants to make a play. So he drives and immediately turns it over. And then he comes down and does a spinning floater, gets it blocked, and then they score in transition.
Yeah. That was also how is that not a goaltend? Not that it matters.
Yeah.
But how is that not a goaltend?
And then like Halveen continues to look like a fish out of water on offense. And like that's one of the biggest things that I think happened was Georgia plays 11 guys. Nobody more than 25 minutes, nobody out of that 11 less than I think 11 minutes. And UC's 9, 10, and 11 is Halveen Zella, Jordy Rodriguez, and Keyshawn Tillery.
Yeah.
And those guys, they don't play. Like they only play when they absolutely have to. And even when they absolutely have to, it just does not look like they're good enough to compete at this level and contribute. Keyshawn Tillery can hold his own. The other two, it just looks like they're 2 steps slow.
Yeah, look, Andrew, did I think the officials were good? No. Did it matter? No. So I'm not going to spend any time talking about the officials today. I mean, it was my favorite thing in basketball where a ref makes a bad call and then gives the guy that he made the bad call against the technical. I love when that happens. But other than that, the refs had nothing to do with it. That was for 30 minutes, 27 minutes, whatever you want to say. Absolutely piss poor basketball. It was terrible. Wide open missed shots. Like in that stretch, they scored 4 points in the final 7.5 minutes of the first half. They missed 4 wide open threes. Wide open. Like rhythm, in transition, in half court, where you could have stemmed the tide and gone into halftime with the lead and felt pretty good about yourself. The execution is poor. Then Kerr tries to make 2 behind the back, like, or no look, whatever, 1 behind the back, and then he's got a wide open 3 at the end of the half. Baba Miller crashes to the rim for a tip at the buzzer if Kerr misses, and Kerr throws it to the corner for a Baba Miller 3?
1 3 the entire season.
Right. Like, and look, I'm not saying the wide open threes thing. It's just another data point in why this team isn't good.
Yeah.
Why this team can't get out of its own way, because you've got an opportunity. The other team's on a run. It's high major college basketball. The other team is going to make a run, especially a team that scores as much as Georgia. At some point in that game, they're going to make a run and start putting some points on the board. You've got to be able to respond. And Cincinnati has no response. None. They came out of the gate. They played hard. The defense was really good. They forced Georgia to play a tempo they weren't comfortable with. They built a lead. And then for they got up 11 pretty quick, like 6 or 7 minutes into the game. And then there was, 2 segments where they held it, which they haven't been able to do much of, right? Usually when they get up, it gets erased pretty quick, almost immediately. So they get up, they hold the lead for a couple segments. You're like, okay, like things are trending in Cincinnati's direction early in this game. And then the minute adversity hit, they wilt. They crumble.
Yeah. Just like Louisville, just like Xavier, just like Eastern Michigan, they can't make the necessary plays when they have to be made.
Yeah.
And like no one can step up. And like this is just not a good shooting team. So I'm not going to say that the missed threes are why they lost, because there's so many deeper things. And a part of that is basketball. But when you start to see it every single game, that's when you start to say, okay, this is just not going to be good. Like at the end of the day, like forecasting anything.
Look, Mike, we're not going to take shots at the 4th fucking assistant. What good is that? You're taking shots at a guy that's coached at like 7 high major programs and been a really good assistant at all of them. The problem is not Tim Buckley. What are we doing?
Yeah. I think he coached Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. He took Indiana from a terrible shooting team.
Yeah.
The reason he got the nickname the Shot Doctor is because Indiana couldn't shoot. They hired Tim Buckley. He worked with them on their perimeter shooting, and worked for like 2 years. They were like the number 1 or 2 3-point shooting team efficiency
Jordan Halls,
in the nation.
Christian Watford, Victor Oladipo.
Tim Buckley? Playoffs? You're putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable, Mike.
Yeah.
Is this on Wes or the players? It's Wes's program.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like you can blame whatever you want. If you want to put it on the players, put it on the players. If you want to put it on Wes, put it on Wes. But ultimately, he built the team. He let everybody know that we built this, like Corey Evans didn't build this team. Corey Evans is here to assist in building this team. It's my program. I'm in charge. Instead of hiring somebody that could maybe run the offense, he hires Mamadou Njai to get Mustafa Cham. Would you rather have somebody that could help you with the offense? Josh Leffler, Drew Adams, somebody like that could help orchestrate the offense? No, we're going to get a guy to get a guy. How has that worked? It hasn't. This is on Wes. He's got to own this. You can be mad at the players all you want, but we have seen bad basketball. They've played 12 games or 11 games, I think. 11 games.
10,
something like
6
that.
and 4.
10, 6 and 4.
Yeah.
They've been bad in most of them. That's on the coach. It's his job to figure it out. When he sees things starting to go sideways, his job to figure it out. His job, they've played 2 high major games in neutral sites. Louisville, now Georgia. Both of them, you get a double-digit lead early, and you're even at halftime. You can't hold it. And then the other team controls the second half. And they're not giving it back to you. And that's the shit only rolls one way. It's downhill. And they haven't been able to stop it. They haven't been able to find a way to consistently over any extended stretch. We've talked about this a lot, Keegan. We'll see 5, 7, 10-minute stretches of pretty good basketball from this team. And then it's gone. And they can't get it back. It's frustrating.
Wes has had to have told Kerr to stop with the passes, right?
You would think.
It's
I
like
mean, he benched him for
80% of the time.
Yeah. One of them, I think one of them has worked. The behind the back on the fast break. God, I don't know. Was that Dayton?
Early. Yeah. Early.
It feels like an eternity ago.
Yeah. Sean Abayev continues to play like it's OTE, and it's just not. It's not working.
I mean, that's why. What have we talked about with freshmen at this level?
Yeah.
You don't rely on, unless it's Cam Boozer or Darren Peterson or AJ DeBanza, you don't bank on we're bringing in a 5-star freshman and we're giving him the keys to the car. There was nothing about Sean Abayev that said he was a lottery pick. Nothing in his profile. Guys that are in the mid-20s generally are not lottery picks. Sure,
yeah.
you get some exceptions to the rule, but they didn't go out and get a veteran scorer in the transfer portal. They went out and they got Sean Abayev. And they put too much on Sean Abayev's shoulders. Like, I don't think this is Sean Abayev's fault. This team needs too much from him. They're asking him to do too much. And he's not ready for it. He's clearly not ready for it.
Yeah. On either side of the ball.
Yeah. I mean, you knew he wasn't going to be good defensively. Very rarely is a freshman good defensively.
Is it okay if I bring up Jizzle?
Unless his name's Chris Paul, I don't care. He's not fixing this.
A backup point guard, I'm not going to say it'll fix it, but it'll give a little bit of relief. Just a little bit.
So he can dribble around for 18 seconds and take a contested 17-footer? Or shoot 27% from 3?
He'd probably have the highest field goal percentage if he started the next game and played the entire season. I mean, what are we talking about?
What's the chances we fire Wes mid-year? I don't see it. It's just not something that happens very often in basketball.
Did anyone get that last year?
Come on. Nobody got fired, Keegan, but somebody did retire.
I'm blanking.
Indiana, Keegan. Indiana.
Oh, he finished the season though.
Yeah, but
they announced that's a different planet. That doesn't even count.
Holtman
was midseason 2 years ago, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because Diebler took over and then Diebler got the job.
Yeah. It just doesn't happen often, but I mean, this was it, man.
Yeah.
This was Miller's last stand.
This is supposed to be his best team.
I did a little history thing there. Did you catch it?
No, I don't know what Miller's last
Custard's last stand.
Nope.
You don't know what custard's last?
No, is
Did
it
they
an ice
not
cream?
teach you?
I don't know.
Custard, not custard. Custard.
All,
Custer's
all
last
of
stand.
my history teachers were sports coaches, so they just gave out a
I know.
textbook and a packet. I didn't retain any information.
Sitting Bull was a great movie. I think you're wrong, David. I think this team has plenty of talent. I don't think talent. No, I don't think talent is the issue.
Which team would be better, talent-wise? Arguable. Yeah. Would it be Landers and Dave when you look back at it? But that was also like hindsight. Looking before the season, preseason talent on paper, this is number one. But would we have said that last year? Dylan Mitchell.
I mean, last year's team was probably, in terms of just like talent on talent.
Yeah.
Probably about the same.
Yeah.
Probably about the same.
But, yeah.
But the funny thing is, I think his second worst team talent-wise was the first year in the Big 12.
Yeah.
And that's been the best team in the Big 12 that he's had.
Yeah.
The talent is not the issue. The cohesion is an issue. The shot making is an issue. The turnovers are an issue. The free throws are an issue. Like, those are details. The talent has to execute the details for it to matter. And this team is executing at a very, very low level. Very low level. 24. Another game, Keegan, much like Xavier, where the other team is dreadful from three. Yeah. 4 of 21 from three. They shot 19%, but they were 26 of 39. 26 of 39 from two. After Xavier shot 67% from two. That's what's 26 of 39? Where's the I need like there's very few like times I need
13 Aaron. Of
it's once again 67%. So yeah, over the last two games. And look, a little different because Georgia, I think, was number 2 in the country in 2-point field goal percentage. So you knew that was going to be one of their strengths. Xavier was terrible at 2-point field goal conversion. And they shot 67%. That's 2 games in a row. And boy, they tried that zone that they tried in the Xavier game. That was figured out in like 8 seconds.
High post touch, lob.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. High post touch, lob, high post touch, kick out 3. Yeah.
Baba Miller 1 for 5 from the line. Shanabayev 2 for 4 from the line. Kirk Risa 0 for 1. Missed the front end of a 1-and-1.
Yeah. David, I don't care what the season numbers are. I'm telling you, in 2 games in a row, Cincinnati did the task of making the opponent ineffective, wildly ineffective from 3, and just getting their ass kicked from 2 with no resistance.
I would like to see the numbers on how many teams win shooting less than 20% from 3.
It can't be high. They turned it over 15 times. Georgia turned it over 15 times. They shot 19% from 3. Turned it over 15 times. They shot 19% from 3, and they won by 19, Keegan. 19.
It's outlier bad. Literally, I mean, we've seen the chart. They're an outlier. Not in a good way. Now it's
And then-
continuing in that direction.
You want equally bad? They sent a guy that's a 93% free throw shooter to the line 14 times. It's basic scouting report stuff. Don't foul the white guy. Don't put the white guy on the line. 14 times he was at the line. Yeah, he's not much of a slasher. Like if Blue Cane's beating you off the bounce, we got bigger problems.
That was the sequence that I tweeted about. You go, Shaw missed 3. Day gets it, immediately chucks a 3. Like they're down 20 and there's 4 minutes left. And this was like, there was 15 minutes left in the game. They were down like 8. And then Celestine comes down, immediately fouls Kane on a 3. And then he gets 3 free throws.
How about the possession where they had 4 missed shots and a turnover on one possession? 2 wide open threes, 2 shots at the rim. You miss all 4 of them. You get 4 offensive rebounds, and then you turn it over at the end of it. 4 missed shots and a turnover, 1 possession.
Yeah.
The bowel movement. I just don't like. What else is there even like? And Keegan, we haven't even made it to Christmas. This feels like right now. You know what this feels like right now, Keegan?
Kansas
feels
last
like-
year.
No. This feels like one of those red seasons where they start April like 3 and 22.
3 and 18, yeah.
Yeah, and they're out of it by like Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Like Mother's Day, they're out of contention. Somebody said it earlier. I don't remember who. Somebody said it earlier. Done by Christmas. You got to win the Big 12 tournament before, like for any chance at the NCAA tournament. You got to win the Big 12 tournament, and it's not even Christmas.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about a sub 500 season. This is, I've always warned people that are like, you know, the team's 19 and 12 or whatever. And people are like, this is rock bottom. Like, no, it's not. I don't think you know what rock bottom is. I think you have a poor understanding of what rock bottom is. This is a nightmare right now. Tim, I'll just let you know right now, one thing I'm never going to do is take requests on questions to ask Wes Miller or any coach in a press conference. This is my job. I'm very good at asking questions. I'll ask the questions that I feel need to be asked. It's not Q102 at 3:30 on a Wednesday. The request line is not open.
That's also like kind of like asking about free throws. Like, you know what they're going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. We need to play better. Like, yeah, we have to make free throws.
I don't think we're close to the NIT. Playoffs! Playoffs! They're not hiring Travis Steele. Stop it. Stop it. The crown? What's the opposite of a crown, Keegan? What's the opposite of a crown?
I mean, we could get biblical and go crown of thorns. The crown of thorns tournament. That might be heresy or blasphemy, so apologize.
It's not blasphemy. It's fine. It's just a podcast. Jesus doesn't listen to Jesus doesn't listen to podcasts, Keegan. Yeah.
Dr. Brendel, Master Seminary.
This isn't like And again, like I a little bit different. I was just getting started on this beat Mick's first year. It's my first full year on the beat. So I wasn't as, people weren't coming up to me in the casino like last night and going, Champ Brendel. That wasn't happening in 2006, 2007. But that was better than this. That team fought its ass off. It wasn't good. They got destroyed a couple times, but you never worried about their effort. You never worried about like how much they were laying it on the line.
Matt Chick 885's question. I was wondering that earlier today.
What?
Why is April 1st always the contract date?
So that you can't fire. So that
that's what I figured.
So you get another whole. It makes it very you have to go into negotiations and lower the buyout and whatever. It's an agent. What? Why? I'll tell you exactly why. Because agents kick athletic directors' asses.
Yeah.
Every December and every March. That's why. You want to know what? That's the answer to that question. Like legitimately, that's the answer to that question. Because every December in football and every March in basketball, the agents take the ADs, bend them over their knee, and spank them like a baby. Every year, like clockwork. So, yeah. Look, since will they actually fire less at year's end? I said in the offseason, I need to know what it looks like. Now that I know what it looks like, and this was one of those, okay, there have been teams that have had bumpy starts and then have started to course correct and get on the right track. This was their chance to get on the right track. Georgia's got talent. Georgia's good. They're not
it's an NCAA tournament team.
Probably. We'll see how they do when they get in the SEC, because I think they're going to have trouble because they're not very disciplined. They don't play a fundamentally sound style of basketball. So they're going to have stretches like the first half where really good SEC teams are going to be able to take them out of this flying up and down the court and, throwing lobs and dunking all over everybody. That's not going to happen in league play. But this was a team that fundamentally you can potentially beat if you play for 40 minutes like Cincinnati played for 12. We'll go 12. But Cincinnati's not good enough to do that. The problem is Clemson is the exact worst type of team you want Cincinnati to play. They'll grind you out in half court. They're super smart. They don't turn the ball over. They take really good shots. They're really well coached. This was the chance, Keegan, in my eyes. Maybe you disagree. Can you, turn the chat off.
The comments.
Turn the chat off for a minute. Turn the chat off for a minute.
All right.
But Clemson is not the team that you get things straightened out with, I don't think.
Yeah.
Bruce Pearl's not coming here, Teeth Malloy. He had a top 10 team and he retired. You think he retired from there? Maybe I can go pick Cincinnati up from 15th place in the Big 12. Come on. No, he's not running for governor. Tuberville's running for governor, and Pearl's going to try to take Tuberville's Senate seat. That's that racket, but that we don't talk politics here.
So, Houston, West Virginia, UCF to start. Do they win one of those? At West Virginia, at UCF?
Probably not. I don't. Maybe they do, Keegan. But do you have any confidence in predicting a win in any of those games right now? Houston at home and any two teams on the road.
Colorado at home. I'm still like, I'm not right now saying they're going to win that game. Because at this point, it doesn't take much to beat Cincinnati.
No.
You don't have to play well.
19% from three today, 15 turnovers.
You don't have to play well to beat Cincinnati.
The two teams were even on the glass for the most part. 41-37, even on the glass, even in assists.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go like to the tough stretches they have and try to forecast those out because that's
bad. They're forecasted to bad.
Well, it's a month and a half. Like, the one thing I've learned about basketball is like the switch can flip. Do I have confidence that it's going to happen?
Can it?
Maybe when Jalen, it's sounding like Jalen Haynes is going to be back within a month and a half. Like
February 1st, maybe. But by then, Keegan, then you're the guy escaping from the pine box that's got 6 feet of dirt on top of it. You think it's going to be like Kill Bill? Like the hand's just going to pop out from the dirt at some point in time? I agree, Yugsy. That's my biggest thing too. 2-point defense. You got a 7'2" center and a 6'11" power forward with supposedly two of the better on-ball defensive guards in the country. And in the last two games, opponents are shooting 67% from two. I'm not sure if LeBron could help us. Look, Michael Jordan in 1993 would struggle to get this team across the finish line right now. Yeah, Graybush, I'm contemplating the 5-finger death punch on myself in the middle of this podcast. Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob.
Not good, not great. Terrible. Terrible. You had a week. You had a week to get ready for this, knowing if we don't get it turned around right now, things might not turn around.
Yeah.
And look, teams that have been together for a long time, Keegan, teams that have some skin in the game, they've played together for a long time, they can go through some shit and stick together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that happens in this era of college sports.
No.
I don't think you're going to see it much anymore. These teams that, man, they were down in the dumps, but everybody clung together and, you know, they had a bad 10-game stretch, but then they rip off and get hot over the next 20 games. I don't see it because guys aren't that connected to each other. Now what happens? Guys start thinking about their shots. Guys start thinking about their playing time. Guys aren't in the gym as much as they should be. And they this was the first blowout so far this season. It's starting to feel like there's going to be a lot more if whatever we saw today over the final 27 minutes doesn't get corrected. This is where you talk.
Do you think this is the worst looking group that Wes has had in terms of just, yeah.
In terms of just, well, I mean,
everything.
Last year we talked a lot about a lot of the same things of like, you know, the 2 4-game losing streaks, and anytime that team got punched in the mouth, it was like they couldn't wait for the clock to expire.
Yeah.
To get the hell out of Dodge. Sam, since you asked, no, I'm not admitting anything. Have you not listened to the first 35 minutes of this podcast? Jesus. Before today, they're 349th. I think there's 363, something like that, Keegan. 349th in free throw percentage.
It was funny because the commentators were like, a guy with Baba Miller's shooting stroke shouldn't be shooting 62% from the free throw line.
Front of the rim, barely touched the rim.
I can go down. The other guy goes, I can go down their entire lineup and say that.
But he made the first one. This is why the guy said it. Man, he's got a nice free throw stroke.
Yeah, and then he almost airballs. They're 352 now.
Thanks for your donation, Sam.
Out of
365. I thought it was 363.
Yeah, 365.
I guess there's two new ones. I mean, it's
Eastern lost to Purdue Fort Wayne by 15.
Yeah. 82nd in KenPom, Keegan. They are 10th in the country defensively, 242nd on offense. 229 effective field goal percentage, 271 turnover percentage, 219 offensive rebound percentage, 253 on three-pointers, 195 on two-pointers, 352 on free throws, 327 in non-steal turnovers. Do you know how bad that is? We throw the ball away. We just give the ball to the other team for no reason, just about more than anybody else in the country. And that's something, Keegan, that started at the beginning of the year. And they haven't been able to clean up through 10 games.
10 mid-majors ahead of them in KenPom.
How many high majors are behind them?
Xavier is.
I said high majors.
Mississippi State, South Carolina, South Florida, Stanford, Oregon. Oregon's 4-5. Maryland is 6-4. Georgetown, Penn State. Not a surprise to you.
Penn State almost beat Michigan State.
Florida State is 5-5. Pittsburgh 5-5. Yeah.
But go back and listen to the first 30 minutes, Sam. And thank you for your donation.
Miami, Ohio is 10-0 and 120. How does that work?
Good job. Because they're in the MAC.
I guess the MAC is especially bad at college basketball.
Yes. Sam, thanks again for your donation. I'm still directing you to go watch the first 30 minutes of this podcast. Let's play paintball again. Georgia Tech and Boston College are worse offensively, so not last on offense. That's shocking, David. I bet if you took out, go check Evan Maya with the non-weighted numbers. And I bet with the non-weighted numbers, Cincinnati's last. Gotta be.
Oh, rate. Wait. Team ratings. 100, probably.
No, on defense, they're like 314 or something. I mean, this is one of the things, D. Smith, that's maddening. There's over 400 career games on this roster, and that's not counting Jalen Haynes, who's played a lot of basketball too. These aren't young guys. Like, yeah, there's going to be some time to, like, become cohesive. But the stupid ass mistakes should not be happening outside of, Abayev. And I think you can excuse Chom a little bit because he's still pretty young. But there's a lot of guys on this team that have played a lot of basketball. And they just continue to do stupid shit, blow assignments.
Their O rate
yeah,
is 2.4 on Maya.
Okay.
Let's see how long it takes to get to a lower one. Syracuse 2.8. Come on, Tyler, pick it up. Northern Iowa is 0.1. Florida State is 2.4 on Maya.
Can they afford to buy out unless you've got a lot of money, Bearcats by 90, you cannot afford to buy out Wes and Scott at the end of the year. Unless,
this year?
Scott Satterfield's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no. That would have already been done.
Can they afford to buy out Wes at the end of the year? Yeah. They're a big-time college athletics program. The buyout is now, will they choose to spend that buyout? I don't think you're going to have much of a choice if this continues to go the way that it's going. But yeah, and then Satterfield, that's a question for December, brother. Like 12 months from now.
So I think that this is an important question that we need to venture into. What is your recommendation for hobbies that people that live in the Cincinnati area can pick up because their sports teams are so incredibly disappointing? Joe Burrow wants to retire.
Yeah.
The Reds didn't take the chance of a lifetime to sign Kyle Schwarber, and then Bearcats.
I mean, the Reds offered that man a whole season less money over 5 years.
And they said they weren't going to expand their payroll either, but then they did, and now they're still not going to.
Yeah. It's things are bleak right now. And by the way, whoever said Chris Mack, Bearcat 34. Charleston is 4-6 right now with losses to Liberty, Florida Atlantic, Drake, might just be the guy from Canada, Yale, Belmont, and South Florida.
That took me too long to get. Might just be the guy from Canada. Need the MedPay CEO to step up. Let's talk hot board. I like Sam.
Sam, here's what you have to realize. We have 3 more months we have to do this. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. When it's time to get to that, trust me, I am the hot board king. I don't think I've ever gotten to Penn State where I think they had 14 hot boards, hot board 14.0.
54-day coaching search. That'll happen.
Yeah. That's not me. But 3 more months we have to do. I have sold these advertising spots through April. So we will be here. Congrats on future board clicks. Thank you.
3 more months sounds like a threat.
Craig, you have no idea. It is a threat to my well-being. I will tell you that right now. It is a threat to my well-being. Archie Miller, Sam, you're about to get banned. I appreciate the donations. But you're about to get banned.
Somebody go pull up the video of him like pulling the microphone down. That makes it look like he's 5'6". Because Ace Jackson Davis just spoke.
It's because he's 5'6". My goodness. I'm not even going through. I will.
Yeah.
I'm not even going player by player. I don't care at this
No.
point. I will say, I'll give a hat tip to Jalen Celestine. 23 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 7 from 3. He had as many rebounds as I did. We had the same number of rebounds, me and Jalen Celestine. But he also had 2 steals and a block. And other than that, woof.
Not good, Bob.
Anthony Grant is you're going in timeout, Sam. I got to do it. You're in timeout.
You just donated money. You can't.
I put him in timeout. He can come back in 5 minutes. He's in timeout for now. I warned him. I warned him with Archie Miller. Yeah, you. Darn! He can still post. You can still listen. I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing. You're good. I can still listen. But yeah,
Stop looking at the names.
You guys are testing my patience here. Baba was great for the first 10 minutes, and then he did very little the rest of the way.
Yeah, well, you can't when you're not on the floor and you're yelling at referees. Which that was like he had a gripe. That was a clean block.
But you can't do what he did. Like you can't stomp away like a petulant child throwing a temper tantrum. That's going to get you a technical. It just pisses me off that the guy blew the call. It was a clean block. And then the player gets upset that the call was blown and gets a technical. Most of the time that happens to a coach, right? Guy makes an egregiously terrible call. The coach gets pissed off on the sidelines. And next thing you know, the coach is getting a technical. And now you've got a bad foul call and 2 free throws, whatever. Yeah, the refs were bad that game, but that had nothing to do with the outcome of that game. Nothing. You got anything else? Pete Gillen. I hate all of you. I hate all of you. All right. Well, Liz is out here in the kitchen and she has made lasagna, or she's making lasagna. And it smells delectable. And I don't want to do this anymore. How about you? You want to do this anymore?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
I'm just waiting for the portal to open.
Are you the new director of the transfer portal?
Oh yeah, I've already identified 40,000 players that they're going to try to go after.
Can't go outside; it's still snowing. Great. Gotta make Justin Berg say no. You guys are too much. Yeah. Cincinnati basketball 25-26. I don't want to do this anymore. I might make that my new Twitter header. I don't want to do this anymore. Unbelievable. All right, man. Well, thank you for filling in. Much appreciated. The room looks better. It doesn't look like you're in a holding cell anymore.
I got some female influence in here and she took care of it.
It looks a lot better. Keegan's not transferring out of BCJ. He's not. I'll handcuff him to that bed. I will.
I don't know. I might get a few $4 million offers like Sorsby. I'll have to see what I can do.
Yeah, it's nothing on the. We don't need anything on the walls, Wolfie.
No.
We just like
go back
like a
and
nice
look at it. It was worse.
a nice bed sheet set, like a little a throw on top. Like the pillows have pillow covers on them. Like it's a much better look than the last time. What were you on? Was that the other? That was I don't even remember where. I don't want to talk.
I was on.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's a nice lamp. Yeah, you could. That is a prison window. That is absolutely a prison window. Like you can see it's set back so there's room for bars so that you can't escape out that thing. Needs a nice lamp. You do need a nice lamp.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, the Baba Miller dunk is really, that was it. Like that, the game peaked at that Baba Miller dunk, and that was pretty much it. All right, for real. You guys be safe out there. It's supposed to get cold tonight and tomorrow. If you're going to the Bengals game, you are a glutton for punishment. Yeah, don't just stay home. Don't do that to yourself. But anywho, -4 tomorrow. Yeah, without the wind chill, just -4. I appreciate all of you for coming and commiserating and laughing with us. I think it generally does help all of our moods by the end of it. Wow. Georgia 84, Cincinnati 65. Remember, 33-22 Cincinnati with 7 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the first half. And it ends on a 62-32 Georgia run. Georgia wins 84-65. We got to do this again Wednesday.
Alabama State.
That sounds terrible. Thanks to Keegan for filling in. Thanks to all you knuckleheads for being here. We'll see you next time. That is the Aftermath, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.